Hey, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. This is your host, your casual dad, and we're back with our lovely Beaver Builder City game. And we're doing a community feedback, so let's get into it. And we're continuing our community feedback playthrough. All right, this is the settlement of I Need a Name, so make sure you go down in the description and you see where to join the Discord. Join the Discord, then go to video ideas and put in there your name. You can put more than one submission and vote for other people's names that they put in there so that we can get a name for this settlement. You have until Wednesday at 3 p.m. Central Time. Also, help vote and decide what we do for this playthrough. I'm going to talk through some ideas I have that might be working on, but while we're trying to survive and get the basics. And you also have till Wednesday at 3 p.m. to comment down below about what should happen. And we'll take those feedbacks and try to make it work. But without you, I'm just going to end up playing a usual game. So one of the things I'm going to do is I'm going to turn this into... have a little... clear this out, have a little bit of water come in here and make this green. We're going to plant more food here and trees around the top, and we're gonna have a sluice gate, I think, to automatically control that, so when bad times come, the center of the food will be fine, and probably the trees will be fine. The edges may not be fine. All right, so if you like having some community involvement in building of this episode, or any episodes really, make sure you hit that like button. And if you want to stick around to see if your ideas have been taken into account or how it shapes up, make sure you hit that subscribe button, turn that bell notification on so you can stay tuned for all the Timberborn action. Because this is not just a community build, this is a hardcore community build. So we are having to work on survival first. I've already made a few mistakes, to be honest, and had to kind of go back and rethink some things and reshape some things. So yeah, so what we're doing, we've got our stairs up here. I was waiting on sluice gates, but I can't wait on sluice gates to get up here. I've got to take it out immediately. And then I can come up here, start collecting some scraps. These are going to be underwater, so I have to put my piles somewhere else. So we're just going to start collecting up here best we can, but these are going to be pretty low priority jobs, so they could be doing it right now since we don't have any water. I'm gonna leave that guy there. Since we don't have any water, they could be doing it, but what we're gonna do, we've got to get over here as soon as we can get plant production with the water returning, because we got to get our way down here and block these off. Because what I've got to do is when the bad tide comes, we're gonna shut these gates and force all the bad tide water over here and out, so it doesn't destroy our land. It's gonna be bad enough that we're gonna have this stuff to come through here, but I'm really thinking that I might just want to block it off, because this is almost done, and I can put power wells in here and have water coming out here. Again, the problem is there's gonna be some bad tide coming out here, so I don't know really what I would want to do with that. There's not another escape route, so yeah, just kind of thinking about what to do. Because we do have clean water mixed with bad water coming out. I mean, there is a world where we sacrifice some beavers to come in here and do this. Okay. Because we could put these down here. They can build diagonal. And we have just pure water. The problem is bad tides, which is not really that big of a problem, but they gotta get in here and This really needs to be a sluice gate. And bad tide goes out, good water comes in. So we're gonna work on that a little bit. So I don't know if the sluice gate it will work. So we have something like that. That would be fantastic. We just gotta take care of these blocks right here. I don't know. We need a backwards sluice gate. If we just have this blocked off with a sluice gate here, we can just say only good water. No, we probably need to force it out and keep a little chamber there. We'll figure it out. I'm just trying to figure out some way of keeping power most of the time, because it's gonna be a while before we can make a power section. So you see, this is where we're gonna get that water over here. We'll be able to get some power here. I don't like it. All right, but I think we're gonna have to do a lot of windmills and some gravity batteries. I really want to take advantage of. There's so much pouring out, right? So if I can figure out how to could shut that one. If I could figure out how to get these bad water sources directed somewhere. The back of the map over here is not bad. The problem is getting through here. Yeah, we'd have to block all this off. We can do it. It's not that far to come over here. But it's just a long ways off from our survival. See, because we've got 2.5 days before. Crap. I forgot to turn this guy back on. We got 2.5 days before bad tide comes, which means we've got to hurry up. We've got to hurry up and get this stuff done. All right, so we'll check back and see if we can do it before bad tide and what may be happening. All right, so don't go anywhere. Oh, we just barely got it. We need to stop it flowing over the wrong way. I don't know that it's gonna work. That's too. We got a dynamite. It's too much. All right, so we can get it here, and most of it over here, and we can keep a lot of this alive. All right, a lot of that dead, but that's okay. We've got fresh water here. Some of it spilled over and contaminated. We got a lot of fresh water. We can still pump fresh water out. It filters it. Still got food growing. All right, so we got water to survive. We've got food to survive, so we did better this time. Okay, this guy, you're done. So let's just cancel that crap. We have had some beavers die, so we need them to get back in the game. I don't want you to finish that right now. That's gonna cause a big problem. Okay, maybe we go ahead and we get this unlocked. We're gonna need this. Are there things in our way? Yeah, there are, but it's okay. It's gonna be okay. See, and the other good thing is with these dams, it also works the other way. So when this comes in, if we have to do this to keep it from overflowing, which looks like we're gonna have to. I mean, 90% closed is pretty good. You know, I'm thinking once we get some dynamites, that's gonna be a while. So explosive factory, Dynamite, that's 1,000. That's gonna be a little bit. So we haven't been expanding, so we've been trying to take care of our base. We just maybe just blow a hole right through here. Expand that piece right there. Then we have the whole thing go down there. But yeah. So we're actually going to survive our first bad tide. Kinda comfortably, to be honest. But oof, it is not fun. I'll tell you that right now. So we come in here like this. We're gonna come out here. Do a little something like 1, 2, 3. A little something like that. Water come out here, irrigate everything. Gonna look good. Been thinking about the zip lines too. It's gonna be real nice to get once we get the zip lines up and running. So we'll go up and down. It's a hard map for sure. It's gonna be a fun one though. Fun but hard. Wonder what's gonna happen. So I'm trying to scope out, right? Like doing the bad tide diversion is gonna be hard. Right here, we can do one right here. We already have it set up. So like that can give us some water, right? Until we can get back there. This one, we don't really have much choice. Once we get dynamite, it'd be real nice to get back here and just dynamite off right here with a sluice gate and sluice gate. Really, maybe just not even a sluice gate going forward, just a sluice gate here that when it gets bad tide, it just comes off. Make it like 3 wide so it just flows super fast. I don't know. Just spitballing some ideas because we got to take care of this. We got to take care of the bad tides or else we will not last long. And also, we just got to get some more power generation. It's not great right here. I think since we've got this taken care of now, I think what I wanted to do is get power in here. So we have a little bit more power generation. Build some more wheels in here. I'm trying to think of how to build the wheels and connect them without messing up a bunch of stuff. Because we really don't even have space to put our industry. We need more science. So just trying to think of where do we expand to. I think one spot that would be nice. I'm gonna, next time this tree is cut, I think would be nice to get up here. We could do some industry things up here. And then maybe some more industry things right here. And we already have access to this. Problem is this isn't wide enough to provide the water power. But it does have the metal we need. And I really don't want to worry about this in and out of tides and stuff. What do we do here? So I think this is going to be our first expansion point. We can get some industry up here, build some platforms to get over here to get this metal, and then we could pump the Badwater to make explosives. We can build the explosives up here. we'd probably have to do wind up here so we can make the explosives, and then once we widen this out, we could then put in water power. I think this map is one of those maps like you're just not. It's going to take forever to get a completely green or even close to it. There's just too many like, hidden little things. I mean, maybe we can. Maybe we can get it done later. I'm just thinking like this. If I go all the way down, well, a dynamite down, it does connect to all this down here. So there is that. But then like this guy, he's just a problem. Like we just have the source coming in and up and out. Same thing for these guys. I don't really want to mess up the column, but at the same time, what do? Do you just right here you have it go off the map? You know, I don't know. Just some thoughts I've had. That's why I need your feedback. This is gonna be a challenging build. Oh look, they popped this open. I like it. That will stay paused. We can unpause that one. We can get gears in here because we're going to need more water storage. We can actually take these 4 out and or these 8 sections and put 2 big, medium, but still bigger water storage, and that will help tremendously. Let's go ahead and get a little bit of action going on down here. Well, that is flooding. I don't know if I like that. We'll see if that. We'll see. Does it taper off now that we've released some pressure? All right, we're back after a little baby beaver incident. We're all good. All right, what I'm trying to think of right now. All right, we've got to planted some more berries. Well, I thought I'd planted some berries. All right, some blueberries. Yeah, we got some blueberries going to be planted. We're trying to finish up our water. All right, lumberjack, let's get you going again. But we need to see here. We got 2 here. Got 1, 2. I want this pump. The closer pumps I want taken care of. Okay. 2 guys there. Unfortunately, we're gonna have to cut the inventor. Have to cut the lumber mill. Okay. So we lost a bunch. To what? Old age all at once? Yeah, that's not the best. So let's see. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this guy needs to be planting oaks so that we can get him off to do something else. So we're gonna have to rebuild our population. Took a big hit, and as that your starting wave died right there. And so now we gotta do something about it. Okay. I don't like this. I need to figure out how to get in here and Make it go another direction. Don't like it. Don't like it at all. All right, but I need your feedback. What shall we do? What shall we do? Do we expand our food over here and our wood? Do we put industry on this plateau? Or do we go to the very top plateau, put industry, get metal, and then work on widening the channel for power? Or do we for once forsake the beaver's first love of water, and instead we go with wind turbines for all of what we need? Let's check the requirements. Basic wind turbine. Planks and logs, baby. The large ones, we need gears and paper. So obviously, we're not gonna be ready for that for a while. Okay. The nice thing is we have some gravity batteries that would work really well on some of these cliff sides, especially if we dynamite them down lower. But then I got this mod I thought was pretty, I liked it. I thought it was pretty funny, pretty interesting. Powerline pylons. Okay, so that we can more easily move our power over, kind of more like a city would have, like instead of the gears, have the power lines. I think that would be interesting. And then this platform and power shaft tunnel, basically I would run it next to a platform tunnel that I have here. So they're solid there, but then we also have, where is it? We have one somewhere here. You have a platform and path tunnel that you build, and so you can just run those parallel, and you don't have to just sit here and watch it all the dang time. All right, let's see how long this drought is, because it could be pretty detrimental to the success of our colony. Good thing is we do have these dams here, keeping quite a bit of the water. 11 days, that's not bad. That's not bad. Huh. Yeah, that needs to leave. I'm gonna get some more of those. We're not doing too bad. We now have a sustainable solution. All right, is it perfect? By no means, but it's going to work. I know the last thing we need to do, we've got to come in here. We actually have to put in a floodgate. Normally it's gonna be down. All right, but when bad tide comes, we're gonna have to shove that up, wait for good tide to come back so we don't completely contaminate this area. All right, so we're making it. There's so much that we could do. Like this is my problem. I'm like, there's so much we can do here. I just want to see like a beaver like zip lining through here. You know, starting over here and just zip line all the way through here to get to something. Like it's just gonna be so cool when it's done. You know. And if I don't hit the Windows key, you know, ziplining over here. Like, I don't necessarily want one big, large, continuous settlement like I've done before. What I'm thinking, and this is your feedback here, what I'm thinking is we have what they kind of want you to do with districts, but maybe not do districts crossings, because the logistics for the food and everything, it gets this kind of wonky and can screw a lot of things up. Everybody's died of old age except for one beaver. Okay. Well, we got water, we got food, we got wood. Well, we'll just have to wait for them to repopulate. But as I was saying, there's so much that we can do here. All right, and I don't want to do the districts, because the logistics can get wonky and screw a lot of things up. But essentially, I want districts. You know, I want to have like our main Old Town District. Then, then we have like Anthill District. Maybe, we have the Mesa District, Mesa 1, Mesa 2. All right. Then we have the Mole District, where we act like moles going underground. Like there's so many things we could do. And I'm interested in. So I need your feedback. Let me know. What should we do? What should we do next? I do know. All right, this is what I need to know next. All right, what do you guys think we should do? We do our industry here, just a small industry to get going. I mean, we already got planks and gears. So do we do explosives up here? That's probably the next thing we need. And we need to get some Badwater pumps out. So do we do that up here with a few wind turbines, or, do we immediately come over here to this middle mesa and we do more? We do our metal processing because we can get metal here and our explosives, or, do we focus on expanding our food and wood? I'm in favor of expanding our food and wood. I want more secure food and wood production so that we can expand our population, because we have a maximum of 21 and that's not gonna, like, we're already shuffling beavers around, all right? Which is, I know it's what you gotta do in the early game, especially on hardcore, but I want to get out of that real fast. So that's why I'm thinking we come over here, do more food, we do a little bit more wood, some birch or pine or something, then that allows us to scale up a little bit quicker, because once we get that ready to go, we can put 1 house, 2 house, 3 house, 4 house, like slowly at a time, so that we don't have these big waves. And I'm just a little worried. We have 2 baby beavers, 2 adult beavers, and things may not end well. All right, let's just go down to 16 hours. And I'm going to check back to see if we even need another episode or if we got to start over. So y'all hang tight. All right, we're a little precarious here. All right, we just had a baby born, but then 2 of our beavers died. Thankfully, the 2 adults we have just became adults. So there's a chance. All right, so we're going to sit here. I'll lower the working to 16. Hopefully they won't die. I thought our problems were going to be the bad tides, but it's actually these death waves. And, yeah. Maybe I should... I need to add an amenity or something. Huh. We're gonna wait. We're gonna see. Alright, they got some rest, they got some water, they got some food. We don't need wood, so I have it on this guy right here so that it stays topped off. And we got plenty of food. So it's just gonna see if we can rebound. Okay, so make sure you hit that like button if you like hardcore mode. If you like community feedback style games, all right, where we take your feedback and we incorporate it. This may be a short season. I'm gonna start doing Timberborns in seasons. This is season 3, the hardcore season. All right, and it may be the shortest season of all. Maybe 2-3 videos. We'll see. Make sure you hit that subscribe button so you can stick around to see what happens when the build goes live on Saturday. This is just a planning build, okay? We haven't really done anything except to try to survive. And we'll see if we can do that. We'll see Saturday morning, 8 o'clock, with whether or not we're going to survive. So get those votes in by Wednesday, 3 p.m. Central Time, of what we should do. All right, I've laid it out multiple times. So tell me what you think. All right, give me a name for the settlement. All right, guys, I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. This has been Cash Dad. We've been trying not to die in Timberborn, not even playing, just trying not to die. and we'll see you next time. Bye bye.